Ooh, that's a great one. Look at that. That's beautiful.
Brushes and bold colors.
And I'll hold this end while you press down that end.
Standard supplies for most art studios.
Beautiful. Look at that print. That's a great print.
But what you won't find in Caroline Shelnutt's workshop, paint by numbers.
So I get paid to make artsy messes all day long.
The creative arts coordinator at the Hermitage Retirement Center broadens her students' canvases.
Things can get stale pretty quickly if I don't think outside of the box.
On this day,
All right.
the seniors are channeling their inner Andy Warhol.
Look at that gorgeous flower print.
I like it. I do.
But this summer, Caroline is developing a new approach,
All right. Have a seat.
the likes of which haven't been seen
Oh yes, very fancy.
in 600 years.
Who's that dude there?
That is Rembrandt. I'm having so much fun.
Caroline and the residents like Alfred Blake
You look very much of the time period 3.
are time traveling,
So this is the Renaissance Photo Project.
photographing seniors to mimic classic paintings of the 16th century.
So very stately looking. Perfect.
You want to give you a little to be or not to be, that is the question.
Yes.
Her portraits look so authentic.
Beautiful.
They would make Da Vinci
That's right.
do a double take.
It's sort of a break away from the daily. You know, it's something different, something fun.
No expensive costumes here, just curtains, tablecloths, and thrift store treasures.
This is somebody's David's bridal prom dress.
Mr. Blake is looking forward to going back.
Always game. I mean, if you don't try it, you don't experience it.
The finished photos has the Hermitage buzzing.
Some of the time they surprise themselves. You know, a lot of residents, when I showed them their finished product, they were like, that's not me.
But I kind of like gold.
Let's do gold.
Anne Hanshy wants her portrait taken
Channel that mischievous look now.
for posterity and positivity.
And we need to have fun here, especially in this pandemic where a lot of people are depressed. So we need as much joy as we can get.
The 81-year-old says Caroline
Oh, that's perfect, Anne. You see, you're a natural.
always keeps residents' best interest in focus.
You look like a Renaissance lady.
I trust her a lot, and I know she wouldn't do anything to make me look foolish.
I love it. I can get teary-eyed over it, actually. It's great that I was able to help them see how beautiful they are.
I look like the Queen of England.
Betty Davis isn't missing her chance to be framed,
Do I need lipstick?
No, you look wonderful without it.
even at the tender age of 85.
Lips together, chin up just a hair.
Miss Betty still enjoys playing dress-up.
It's fun. I feel like a little girl.
Caroline has snapped more than 30 Renaissance residents so far.
They really got into the role, and the transformation, I think, was pretty great. It's pretty astounding.
Portraits
Of course.
worthy of the VMFA.
Aren't you going to hang mine there?
They are senior pictures of a different sort from the 1500s,
I think it's great. It allows me to fantasize a little bit.
each one a 21st century masterpiece.
I want them to see themselves the way that I see them, as wonderful, valuable, beautiful human beings.
Well, I've got my royal robe
For I Have a Story,
and my crown.
I'm Greg McQuaid,
Who could ask for anything more?
CBS 6 News.
I'm honored. I think it's cool.
If you're ever searching for Moan Waller, you should aim for his backyard.
But it's so enjoyable. It's like the best stress relief, you know? Smashing cans, exploding chalk, shooting the cowbell.
It is where the man from Charles City hones his hobby every day.
I was hooked immediately. It's so addictive.
Moan is mastering a toy long associated with a much younger set.
Just takes practice is all. Anyone can do it.
The 46-year-old proves firing a slingshot isn't just child's play.
Ooh, I missed.
Moan discovered a hidden skill after picking up his first slingshot 4 years ago.
I had no idea I had that talent in me. It was like a gift, you know? Like, I didn't realize I could see that stuff from that far away.
With a steady hand and eagle eye,
I wanted that one so bad.
the self-avowed outdoorsman is a crack shot.
There she is.
Videos of his trick shots plunking matchsticks and other tiny objects are gaining a loyal following.
12 meters, clean, off of marble.
Moan's skills even carry him around the world.
Cowbell.
Competing against the cream of the crop in England and Asia.
加油，漂亮。
The Petersburg-born Moan has even showcased his expertise on Chinese television.
Good，漂亮，清盘。
And it's just grown so fast. The popularity of something so simple probably had a lot to do with people being stuck at home.
Recently, his part-time hobby became a full-time job.
When I wake up, I'm thinking about this. Before I go to bed, I'm thinking about this.
The father of one is the founder of RVA Catapults.
You can taste the progress, you know?
Moan sands, shapes, and slices handmade slingshots.
That's better. That's much better.
With a staff of one, 17 to 20-hour workdays the norm.
And it's just me. I'm every department. I'm making them, I'm shipping, I'm customer contact, I'm every department of the company.
The former golf pro, bartender, and educator has finally found his calling.
You can't have a plan B, okay? There's no plan B. You're either all in, especially with something like this, you want to make a living with your hands, you have to be all in.
Making toys was never on Moan's career to-do list.
I'm in love with this stuff. When your passion is what's pushing you, you know, when your purpose is pushing you, does not work.
In 3 years, Moan estimates he has cranked out 2,000 slingshots.
It's not going out the door unless it's perfect.
Intricate designs can take weeks to make.
Carbon fiber G10 on top of carbon fiber G10.
His in-demand creations range from $75 to $350.
I would consider them all functional art pieces.
Orders take at least 2 months to fill.
Very exciting.
Clients across the globe can't contain their excitement when Moan's custom catapults arrive.
Oh my word, look at that. Oh, wow.
Moan immerses himself in his thriving business.
I would rather be out here more than anything, to be honest.
He's not raking in the dough, but riches arrive in other forms.
And this is the first time I work for myself, and it feels good to know that I'm self-made, you know. I like that. It makes me feel proud.
He is a man making a mark as an ambassador for his sport.
I just love it, man. The kids love it too.
Moan Waller.
I still haven't grown up yet, I'm trying.
A big kid whose backyard hobby turned career is right on target.
Toy maker. It fits. Oddly enough, it fit. And everybody knew it fit. But I didn't know this would be me. And now it's all I think about.
For I Have a Story.
All you need is one good one.
I'm Greg McQuaid, CBS 6 News.
It's like my passion project. When I first saw it, fell in love with it. Go get it.
Home is where the heart is certainly applies to this address in Henrico.
Give me half. He's not very good at fetch. Go get it.
Anna Prilliman is most happy relaxing in her near West End house with dog Alfie.
I care about the house similar to how I care about people I love. I mean, I love this place.
What Anna didn't realize, her pride and joy also came fully furnished with a mystery. During an early round of spring cleaning,
Old stuff. Wow.
Anna discovered a hidden panel leading to a part of the attic.
And I realized that there was a door. And it's not a door that had a key or anything. It was just latched at the top.
Inside, a fortune stashed away by a previous owner.
I am an 80s baby, so I watched Goonies. So as I'm rummaging through the attic, I'm thinking there could be treasure back here, there could be a map.
It wasn't gold coins or a bag of cash, but 2 boxes stuffed with gems from a bygone time.
Yeah, this is what it was like in 1955.
Handwritten letters.
We've got the Naval Academy.
Hundreds of them sent to a young woman named Betty Sue in Richmond.
She's in College Station. We've got someone from Fort Knox, Kentucky, writing her that's definitely in the military.
The correspondence in cursive.
Virginia Beach, Virginia. So we're from all over here.
Reflect how we all once communicated.
There's definitely no SMHs and OMGs and LOLs. It's full sentences, grammatically correct sentences. Isn't that funny how that works?
Dozens of the letters were penned by a young man named Vance.
And I read one of those letters, and it is absolutely a love story.
Judging by the contents, Vance was smitten with Betty Sue, who he met at John Marshall High School.
It does pose a lot of questions just out of curiosity about their love story, because it sounds neat.
A new romance was blossoming on these old pages.
Hi, honey, how's my baby getting along?
Betty Sue filed each one away.
When we're not together, I know just the right
words that I would use in telling you everything. But when we're together, all I can think of is I love you.
Vance. I bet you that warmed her heart. But upon glancing at these once, it was clear that these needed to be in the right hands, and I needed to figure out how I was going to find that.
The director of athletics at Trinity Episcopal School turned to a most modern way of corresponding, social media.
But people loved the story. I mean, everywhere I go in town, people are stopping me like, hey, you wrote that post about the letters. Have you found the family yet?
Anna wondered if the letters from the lovebirds would go unclaimed. Days later, that work paid off with a potential lead. With fingers crossed, Anna reached out to a man 3,000 miles away in Portland, Oregon.
I had put my cell phone number in there, and it wasn't 30 minutes later, he texted me and he said, I'd love them.
We knew I was probably the person she was looking for.
Dalton Long could solve the mystery. Vance and Betty Sue went from writing each other to exchanging vows, their marriage lasting 50 years. Dalton Long is their grandson.
To me, they're B and Pop, but to the rest of the world, Betty McGee Long and Vance Herschel Long.
The 30-year-old videographer grew up in Anna's house, but never knew about the secret stash hidden away upstairs.
To add words to that time in their life is just going to be incredible.
His beloved B and Pop are gone now. Cherished memories and a few photos were all Dalton had of his beloved grandparents till now.
I think it's so beautiful to be able to connect on a human level with people that aren't here with us anymore, you know?
And I know that if I found letters between my grandparents on either side, my mother's and my father's, I would sit there in a pool of tears reading them and cherish them. And I hope that that's what this family is able to do.
Anna Prilliman says tearing a page from Vance and Betty Sue's playbook could teach us all a lesson about the lost art of letter writing.
It's incredible just the reach this little story has gotten with people being interested in it. So everybody's got that in them, that human connection matters, the past matters.
Dalton Young remains eternally grateful that Anna saw the value in his family's written word and that the last chapter of this love story has a happy ending.
She was able to find something and was able to find the other end of it. And I think not only is it exciting for me, but I also hope it's exciting for her to be able to unite, me with a little piece of my past.